Okay, a quick mic check and good to go. Looks like my mic's a little quiet. All right, let's try this now. All right, I think that's good. All right, I'm just popping chat out so I can position that window where I need it, and then I'll be on camera. I really need to like save a layout or something, but I need. Hmm. Sorry about that. Excuse me for a second. All righty. Well, my camera's in the completely wrong place. That's great. Alrighty. There we go. Alrighty. Hey everybody, welcome. Don't think anyone's here at the moment. I started super late today. Sorry for that. Um, sometimes things just don't work out. Anyways, I hope everyone's having a great weekend. If you feel like chatting, chat either in YouTube or Twitch. Welcome to ask questions, talk art, all those things are more than welcome. Hey, Don Lee. Hey, Des. Welcome. How's everyone doing? How's your weekend going? So, I am going to be working on this today. I'm just finishing this up for my class. I had the last, what's it called? I had the last class. Right now, I'm just detailing this up to show them how I would handle that. Only ask how's Liad? I'm okay. I hurt my knee earlier today, which is one of the reasons I was late. I honestly wasn't sure if I was gonna stream today or not because of like standing seemed like it was not standing for hours didn't seem like it was gonna be good for me. But yeah, the pain went away eventually. that says I keep sitting down to paint and then I get distracted by the news. LOL. You shouldn't watch the news. If it's related to what's been going on recently, it's not even worth watching at the moment. Like, give it a couple days and then catch up because everything's just so like all the news networks and everything, they're just like, you know, chickens with their heads cut off right now, just running around. Did I take an arrow to the knee? No, I don't think I would have recovered that fast from it. No, something just kind of like um twisted in a weird way and kind of popped and stuff. You know, but it's not totally abnormal for me, but yeah, I just um I wasn't sure what was going on with that. All right. Ooh, popping knees can be bad. Yeah, my knees pop all the time, but this was not the normal like crack. It was like a weird like thing. What was not good. I do not. It was definitely not good for me, but um, also it's okay now. Like it doesn't hurt at all. I don't know what it was. But when it first happened, I couldn't put any weight on it at all. So it's just like, huh, I don't know if stream's gonna happen today, or if I'm gonna be just sitting and icing my knee all day. Glad you're feeling better. Yeah, me too. Thank you. Yeah, other than that, kind of a slow Sunday for me. Like I said, yesterday I had my last class of the workshop, and it's as tiring as exhausting as streaming can be. A workshop is um, just as just as exhausting, if not possibly more, uh, because I have to be, I have to like instruct even when I'm not, on stream I can kind of zone out. It's not the best stream content, but no one's paying for it, so like sorry, but oh well. But during a workshop though, I do not feel comfortable just zoning out while I'm teaching. Yeah. Other than that, I don't know. I haven't really been doing much. Last That's not true. I've been doing a lot of stuff, but some of which I can't really talk about. So all kinds of things happening behind the scenes. Hopefully some of them come to fruition and, bear some kind of fruit. That'd be nice. How was your stream, Donley? You streamed, was it yesterday? I saw a notification, but can't remember. You streamed on Friday. Man, all the days are just blurring together. How was your Friday stream? Donnelly says did some figure drawing and started a portrait of Shelley Duvall, actress from The Shining. Oh, fun. She recently passed. Oh, really? That's sad. Few people have recently passed. Um, none of them really impacted me, but that doesn't mean anything. Just, sometimes some celebrities when they pass away, it's like, oh my God, you feel it, but some celebrities, not so much. But that doesn't make it any less sad for them and their family, of course. Des says Richard Simmons. I used to do his videos, still have some. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard he passed away. And Shannon Dorothy, right? Conley says my mom had a video of his. Yeah, I think my mom did too at some point. I just had a thought that might help me out with something. It's so funny that I hadn't thought about this solution to a problem I'm having until right now. And it's such a silly problem and such a stupid solution too. We'll see. Donnelly says this portrait is looking great. Is it a commission? No, it is not a commission. This is a portrait I did for my class to show them how I take a portrait, how I paint a portrait, how I approach things, and then different techniques that they can use. Uh, you know, I'm not going to go too crazy with it. Like I could definitely take this further into the like abstract area, with like, well, how I the kind of marks I make and stuff. I could definitely push that even further. but I'm just trying to keep it, loose but pretty realistic. Although I do think some of the students want to go even crazier with things, which I support. I just, you got to take steps towards that. You don't just go, full tilt right away. You have to kind of work your way up to things. So yeah, but thanks, Donley. I'm glad you like it. I do really need to. I really need to do a portrait that is like very, very traditional. I really do need to do one so that I can take certain types of commissions. Because right now there's a lot of commissions that I have no chance of getting because of my preferred art style. And although I would love to not have to ever do anything in a style I don't want to, you know, sometimes that's just not an option. So this isn't exactly like news or anything, but I had to ban someone from my Discord for like I think the first time yesterday. I'm not going to name names because I don't want to get into that. I don't think it's worth it. Um, but yeah, it was funny. They started posting some political memes and stuff, and I was just like, I don't really want my Discord to be about that. So I deleted it and I let them know. I didn't even, I didn't give them any kind of what's it called? Timeout or anything. I was just like, hey, by the way, no offense, but I deleted it. I deleted your post. This isn't really the place for that. So then they posted something very, very, very crude. Um, and then they uh left the what's it called? Then they left the Discord, but I banned them anyways, just in case they ever try and come back. They are not welcome. That says it's someone who comes to stream sometimes. Well, if they come to stream, I will probably ban them as well. I just don't know how to ban them without them being in here. Mostly because I can't remember their name. So, yeah, people are dumb. I mean, I had a feeling on this particular person because of there were other things, but I try to be charitable and give people an opportunity online. But it's also really not a big deal. It's just something that stood out to me. It's like, I could talk about this. I wouldn't mind getting big enough that I had to ban a ton of people. Like I'll take the success with the downsides, you know? But like I've said before, I have no illusions that I'm going to be like a successful YouTuber who makes money from AdSense and so on. Only says on my Discord, members had a political post recently. They were polite about it, and I also told them that I don't usually allow political stuff, but it was pretty tame, so I allowed it, but not usually. Yeah, they spammed like 4 posts in a row, like memes about some of the stuff that had just happened, and I was like, hey, I really don't want this stuff here. So I deleted it, but I didn't like time them out or anything. I just deleted it and said, hey, no offense intended, but I'm not really looking to have this stuff here. So I get enough politics in my outside of here. I don't need it in here. Um, and that's when they posted something that they knew was going to get them banned. That's why they also left they left the Discord. Well, they didn't self-ban, they ran, but I banned anyways so that there would be no chance of return. I don't think they'd ever try to return, but just in case. Also, if I'm not mistaken, some places can see your account. So if you've been banned from a lot of places, it doesn't look good on you. Um, you know, I think that is taken in consideration when if you happen to get banned from like your, Discord, like your account on Discord or something gets flagged, you know, um, I think that might contribute to it. I'm fairly sure I'm banned from a few from a few forums or a few Discord communities. I wasn't posting anything, don't get me wrong, but there there's been some stuff going on globally that some people have taken extremes, and yeah, I suspect that has contributed to me being uh, banned from a couple of Discords that I have exited anyways. So doesn't really matter to me, but yeah. Although I know some Discord communities, once you exit, you can't return. So yeah. Other than that, I've been unfortunately shopping for health insurance, which is a less than pleasant experience. We'll put it that way. Uh, and then also shopping for art supplies. Oh yeah, health insurance, boo. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I thought about trying to stay on Cobra, but oh my God, is that expensive. Cobra's crazy. Yeah. It depends. Like there was one time where it actually made sense for me, but it really, really depends. Everyone who is an American is totally lost right now. But yeah. Oh yeah. Forgot I wanted to share this. So here is the black painting. It's not finished, but here's where it's at this stage. And I have to say, I do not feel like the painting on black has made any difference as far as like how bright the paint is. Maybe I'm wrong, but it to me looks like I mean I can tell because I know what to look for, but like honestly, if I compare the two, I don't think that the one I'm holding is like significantly darker in any way. So Conley says I wouldn't know it was on black. Yeah, like I said, I think I could probably pick out some spots because I know what to look for. But yeah, I think it doesn't make much of a difference at all, honestly. So that's cool. Really helpful for me. And for anyone who doesn't know, the reason I painted on a black panel was the particular substrate I'm looking at is a lot easier to find in black than it is white. The white is very hard to come by, but the black is really easy. So I wanted to try it out and see what it was like. Only says, I think working from black effects work more if you're working in a way where your medium is semi-translucent. Yeah, they'll of course affect things. Um, and if I were glazing, it would affect things. Or if I wanted to do those, those oil paintings where it's like, um, part of it is painted, part of it isn't, like that type of painting where it's like, it's a face and then it kind of like just spreads out to like random brush strokes and you see the canvas. If I was doing that, it would also affect it. But I don't really paint like that. I could, I guess I could start, but I don't usually do that, so. Of course, in theory, I could always gesso it with white. It'd probably take a couple coats to get it completely covered. No worries, Donnelly. All right, this. I really like this brush. I don't know how long it will last. I do really like it. It's a silver ruby satin. I wouldn't use it for early stages, but it's right now when everything's the end and wet, everything, it's good. I actually had a few brushes from silver that I've liked quite a bit, but um, the main issue is how long they will survive. Some of the other ones, I think I was a little rough on, so we'll see. And that red is so strong. Sometimes when I'm doing stuff like this, you have to kind of push some of the values a little further than might be accurate because it's harder to understand kind of what you're looking at sometimes, and tweaking the values so that it's clearer can really help with that. And I do mean like tweaking a little bit, not like huge changes. If you do huge changes, it won't look right. But small, subtle changes where something's just a little darker than the other just to make it stand out more in comparison to something else can be very helpful. So, for instance, here, what's happening is actually kind of weird. Um, his hand is um, this finger out here that we can barely see is actually the ring finger or middle finger, not the ring finger. And the ring finger is actually tucked in a way that we can't even see it, uh, aside from the top of it. But it kind of doesn't look right off the bat. So I'm trying to mess with certain details to make it stand out. All right, time for a quick stretch. This looks a little too abrupt right there. Need to soften that up a little. I think the problem is working with a smaller brush there is counterproductive. That says it's too damn hot. Yeah, it is. Yeah, my PC also like throws out a ton of heat, so it's so frustrating because I don't want to crank up the AC in the house because our uh our electrical bill is ridiculously high anyways. So I'm like, I really don't want to crank up the AC more, but my room is the hottest room in the whole house by a wide margin. Do not like that fact. And wearing gloves to paint is not helping anything. Yeah, that's one thing I really hate about wearing gloves when it's hot. Oh, this week also stream will all be during the week, will all be in the evening or late at night rather. Yeah. Not because of the weather, unrelated. I just remembered that I'd mention it now. Hands are such a delicate area when painting. You want to put in the detail, of course, but a lot of times more detail does not equal better. Um, it can make them look weird, depending, or make them look what's the word I'm looking for? Like not solid. It can make them look very like segmented in weird ways. So not always a good thing. Hey, Dunley. Cooked sausages with lumps. Yeah. Yeah. Doing my best to hand model for you if it'll help. Thanks, Stanley. I appreciate it. You don't need to work too hard. I got this. But thank you. Just know I'm here for you. I know, Stanley. Thank you. I appreciate it. How's the painting going, Des? I wish I could give a positive report. Uh, to start. Even if you have to turn off the stream, just go paint. There's more going on than just the news. I'll get to it soon. Need some coffee. That's fair. That's fair. Ah, that says my sister officially opened the dome for renting and has begun a contest to get the word out. She promised that starting tomorrow, she is dedicating her time to her project. That's good. Although I'll be honest, I feel like you may have not looked at the upside. If your sister decides not to do all that much on the project, but the project still goes through, it could be like an individual show just for you. Kind of cool. More work, but still, that would be awesome. Oh, geez, I don't want it just me. I want to hide in a corner. Come on, that'd be amazing. It's literally like a gallery opening for for all of your art. That's fantastic. That says invisible. You can always wear a mask to the opening. Yeah, you got auto modded. Happens to the best of us. Yeah, absolutely. And this is on Twitch. Yeah. Uh, what's it called? Donley is pretty good about Twitch. It's YouTube that absolutely hates Don Lee. Don Lee says to some more than others. Yeah. Yeah, Don Lee doesn't have a great track record on that front. But it's okay. I know he doesn't mean anything by it, and it's usually very tame. It's just the settings are aggressive. Conley says I'm too spicy. Yep, that's what it is. Yeah, it says I think the FBI is hacking into my laptop. It keeps freezing up. No, that's more likely just Microsoft. I'm so frustrated with Microsoft right now. I don't know what to do for certain computers. Like, we'll see what happens, but yeah, so frustrated with Microsoft. Yeah, it says, tell me why Windows needs to do 4 updates in one day. Please get it right the first time, or at the worst, the second time. Yeah. Also, maybe don't force it on you, like um, give you the ability to choose when you want to do it. I know they claim they do, but regardless of what they say, it still happens on its own. Also, maybe when you update, don't change settings in the computer that aren't related to the specific security update, like that would be nice. Like, I don't know why sometimes when it updates, my, default audio device changes, stuff like that. Like, that doesn't seem very necessary, does it? But no, the thing that's pissing me off the most about Windows is their plans at the moment to stop supporting Windows 10 at the end of next year uh, because they want to push everyone to Windows 11. But a lot of computers, even if they're powerful enough to run Windows 11, can't run Windows 11 because of a security feature that is hardware related. Um, and they don't want anyone getting around that, so you're not, you can't really get, I mean, hackers can, but most people can't. Um, so it's going to push a lot of people into buying new computers. But, you know, it's like it's basically forcing people to get new computers or pay to keep getting security updates, which I think is BS. Only says Apple lets you choose when you update or not, though you can auto updates, but Apple stops supporting things after a while. Yeah, Apple isn't better. Apple stops supporting things at a certain point. Your computer, even if it's powerful enough, becomes obsolete with Apple because nothing can run on it practically, even if it's more than capable of like running it technically speaking. Yeah, Apple's not any better in that department. This is the first time that this is happening with Windows, though. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Very frustrated about it. We'll see. I think they'll back down because their Windows 11 sales have not been great. So I think they might end up backing down, but we'll see. Thing is, my computer's on Windows 11. I'm not worried about my personal computer, but Michelle's computer more than strong enough, but we'd have to buy her a new what's it called, motherboard. Um, my mom's laptops, nope, those will have to be completely replaced. I do not like that. So Conley says not the first time Windows XP or maybe it was Windows 2000 was like that. XP, they supported for over 10 years. Eventually, yes, it was like that, but it was so old at that point. Um, but they supported Windows XP for over 10 years. There were some other Windows that they abandoned, but they never had this thing. They often gave free updates to the new operating system and so on. They've never had this hardware limitation. Uh, there's been hardware limitations of like computing power, but this isn't related to that. So it's a different thing. Honestly, I will probably end up switching my mom over to like a Chromebook or something if they go through with this. And for myself, while my computer has no problems and what's it called? I do need Windows or Mac for professional applications. I might start getting into Linux so that if I don't need those applications, I don't have to run Windows anymore. Donley says Chromebook is probably a good answer. Maybe that's what I should have my parents do eventually. Yeah, Chromebooks have a lot of advantages. There's some specific things that I'm a little concerned about with my mom, specifically, but it's not these aren't like common issues. These are just, case specific to my mom. But yeah, I do think Chromebooks might be a good answer. Or the other thing I thought about, but I don't think my mom would like this personally, is like Android tablets, you know? I think she would like it for some things, but I think overall she needs the laptop look. Although I have to say that what's it called? Not that I buy this for my mom, it's a little on the expensive side, but that 15-inch uh Android tablet from Samsung that has the pen and everything. That looks nice. I have no need for it, but looks nice. This says I have the smaller version of that Samsung tablet. Yeah? Do you like it? Yeah, I can use Crit on it. Yes. Pressure sensitivity, pen, etc. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, it comes in like three sizes, I know. But I'm like, the large one, please. I would prefer the largest one possible. But, everyone do what they need kind of thing, of course. You like that it's an Android standalone, you don't need a PC to do art on it? Yeah, yeah. I have an iPad. I am familiar. I like that for it too, although I really don't use my iPad all enough. I bought it years ago and thought I was going to use it a lot more, and then of course the pandemic also happened and just, you know, you know how it is. You think something's going to be super useful and then life happens in unexpected ways and ends up not being all that useful to you. But yeah, I have an iPad Pro. Nowadays, if I were to buy a tablet, I don't think I'd go with an iPad. I think I'd probably get the Android ones. Suddenly says I'd like to try that out on an Android with art program on it to see how it feels. I mean, so um well, obviously it's not a one-to-one, but what's it called? Samsung bought part of Wacom, and so they use Wacom's technology in their tablets. So the pen is very similar to some of Wacom's tablets. Also, I personally have had a Note for quite a while, so I'm personally familiar with it. Obviously, it's larger, but yeah. Um, so, the pen's nice. I don't have crit on my phone, but yeah, I would think it works pretty well. I think the maybe the hand um what's it called? Rejection might not be that great. Does that mean the pen doesn't have a battery? So the pens do have a battery, but it's stupid because they don't need a battery. The battery is for other things, not for the drawing part. So it never runs out of battery for that, but it has Bluetooth built into it, and it can do gestures, and it can do all this other stuff that most people don't really care about. Um, so it can do other things. There is a very good use case for it, though. I will say this, there is one very good use case for it. I've used it to, so you can use your pen as a Bluetooth clicker to take photos. So if you want to take photos, reference shots of yourself, or or something like that, or you don't want to touch it, you want to stabilize your camera, your phone, and then take photos, that's useful. And the pen charges while attached to the tablet. Yes, that too. You don't need to actually actively do anything. You just need to like pair it up and put it on it. There's a built-in slot for it. Yep. And it's not an extra cost when you buy the tablet, right? The tablet comes with a pen. Yeah. And also, If you want, you can also get the 15-inch screen version, which is very large, if that suits you, you know? Alrighty. 15-inch would be really nice. Yeah, it would. Like I said, it all depends on your needs, but to me, I'm just like, yeah, I'd probably get the large one. Um, if it was going to be like one of my main art things. Des, maybe you know, can you attach it to your computer as a Cintiq, type of thing? Have you looked into that at all? Des says Amazon doesn't have the big one. Yeah. Okay. I haven't tried it or looked into it. Okay, that's fair. Think you can, but I'm not 100% positive. I know I know you can with certain apps. You can do that with what's it called? With the iPad, but it's not perfect, it's definitely not a perfect solution, but I would think with the 15-inch one it might be a better solution. Like you can put it work on your computer and then when you want, you can take it with you. Yeah, Krita's on Android now, so that's nice. I'm pretty sure so is Clip Paint Studio now. Of course, it's a subscription, but I think it's an option too if you wanted it. Donley says, I've gotten used to using Krita pricing structure, so I'm not sure about Clip Paint Studio. Absolutely. The only reason, so the only reason I think I would possibly like consider, well, okay, take that back. It kind of depends on a lot of factors, but I think one of the main reasons why I would consider using um, Flip Paint Studio is I think two main things. If I was doing comic books and I wanted to do everything in Clip Paint Studio, or Um, or if I was doing like inking, I think their inking features are unparalleled to anywhere else. But otherwise, I probably wouldn't touch it. That says Clip Studio seems to be geared more towards comics. Anime, it is, but it's more than capable of doing other things. You can totally do like painting in it and some animation and stuff like that. But it is geared more towards that, and it has some features that no other program I think has that work very well towards that. So yeah. But it has specific comic setup features. Not sure how they compare. So does Clip. I don't know, but the thing that I think that Clip does that I don't think anybody else does is you can use. So there's a few things. There's reference layers for coloring, which is so useful. I don't know if I know I know Procreate does that. I don't know if any other program does. But the thing that Clip does that's even more than that is you can um you can ink with vector lines. Now you can't export them as vectors, but what that allows you to do is make changes in ways that bitmap vector, can't. And then also you can delete like crossing lines. So if you wanted to like crosshatch, what you do is you can crosshatch and then you can just delete all the lines on the other side of your crosshatching area. Um, and you don't have to go and like make sure that you're up to the line. It just automatically does it. That stuff's just so useful. But if another program does that, it'd be good to know because I am not a representative of Clip Paint Studio or anything like that. They have not paid me to endorse them, and I really hate their pricing structure. Oh wait, I just want to check. What I was thinking of as comic setup is titled storyboards. I know they have the ability to do vector, but I'm not sure if it's the same fashion as clip. Interesting. I didn't know they had any vectors, and that kind of depends. I'd have to research it a bit. Because I will say this, that it is disappointing that Clip Paint Studio can't export vector lines. It's like, well, wait a second. You can make vector lines, use vector lines, but you won't export vector lines? Why not? Maybe they've changed it now. It's been a while since I tried it, but yeah, originally they wouldn't. That was really frustrating. Like I said, I haven't touched it in a while, so they may have changed things. I don't have a subscription, so I don't pay them. I don't because I just don't have any need for it. I've heard some good things about Rebel recently from like updates that they've had and stuff from people that I trust, artistically. So I don't know. Um, of course, that is very much a software for a particular style. I don't think it meant, suited for everybody, but looks interesting since they have updated it and done some stuff with it. Donnelly says I almost bought Rebel but missed their intro price by 1 day. Like I said, I'm kind of like I it's very it's very much for a very specific thing. If you want it for that, it looks like it might be pretty good. I have no idea what their performance is like. When I bought it, not bought it, when I tried it, they were very, very limited in canvas size and stuff like that, which was a big, big problem for me. So I don't know. I'm sure they'll have another sale soon. That says, look at you painting with a silicone spatula. These, yeah, um, they're very good for the background. It's a lot of texture and stuff. This is a Princeton Catalyst. Um, I like them quite a bit. So it does have some unique properties that a lot of like other things don't, which I think is interesting. It's not always useful. Sometimes it's a negative, but right now it's a positive for me. And what I mean by that is it has this like part of it's a little thicker in the middle. So it gives it, so it's not so flat. It has a bit of a curve to it. That says I have a bigger one of those. Yeah, I don't have a big one of these specifically, but I do have a big one of the from the same brand, different shape though. I'll be honest, I think this painting's done. There might be some detail I'm not seeing that I'll go in and like touch up. But yeah, otherwise I think it's pretty much done. And of course, now that I say that I see something, but it's very minor. I do have a spatula straight from like HEB, which is the local grocery store. I did buy that to try out. It works great, honestly. Says, yeah, I say it's done, then I go pee, come back and see five things. Yeah, yeah. And there's almost always going to be a little something here or there to add, but you know, Conley says I always do that. I'm done. The magic words for me to see more things. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's very common. Almost every artist I know I've seen do that. They're like, it's done. And they go in and touch up some things. But yeah, let's see. Almost 2 hour stream. I don't really like, I'm not, I don't know. I don't feel like starting a new painting on stream right now or finishing a painting on stream, but like, you know, yeah, I don't know. I think I'll probably end up ending stream in a minute or two. Who knows about wood stains? I don't know much about wood stains. What are you looking for? Are you looking to stain wood or you like to paint on it? What are you looking for? just wondering if they work like watercolor and are transparent or not. Well, there is wood stains that are transparent for sure. I don't know if they work like watercolor. I don't know about any of that. Also, you know, like it depends on what you're trying to do with the wood too. Like, is this just to make like, is this just like woodworking, not related, uh, specifically to like painting, or is it painting on wood? Just, I don't know. I know shellac. There's shellac for wood. Um, and yeah, there's wood stains. It makes it, I think I've done, or mom's done some wood stains before, and it just makes the wood darker, like it darkens everything. Yeah, I don't know though. If it's for like woodworking type of stuff, I would just go and ask at the hardware store or online forums for it. If it's for like painting artwork, I don't know. That says painting on wood to keep the grain, so you can use clear gesso, but then stain won't stay. I'm thinking, yeah, it won't. I've used acrylics watered down before. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, you can gesso it, use clear gesso and then watered down acrylics. Um, that could work. Other than that, I'm not entirely sure. I'm trying to think, but I don't really deal with that, so yeah, I don't know. I'll give it a try as soon as I can. I would just look it up on online first. Like I'm sure someone works like that, you know. Sure you can find examples of that. Anyways, all right, friends, it's going to be a quick stream today, just a little bit late and a little quick, but um, yeah, I think it went pretty well. I think this ended up looking pretty good. I am Tuesday, it'll be a night stream, like starting at like 8:30 Central Time. Uh, but yeah, have a great weekend, rest of your weekend, everybody. And trying to think. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Have a good one. Sorry for the short stream. It's been a day. And no worries, Des. I hope the painting goes well. Post in the Discord. I'd love to see what you're working on. All right, have a good one. Bye.